I was just a boy when I saw the king at a tourney in the summer sun. Golden banners in the wind and the cheers of everyone. He rode beneath the silver crown where the bright lances would fall, and the kingdom stood as one that day, one throne above us all. But the winter came with silent bells, and the old king passed away. Two young princes took the throne, but neither chose to stay. One claimed the crown by blood and right, one claimed it by the sword, and the kingdom split like shattered glass where peace had stood before. Oh, the fallen crown, the broken throne, where brothers turn to war. The banners burn, the fields run red like never seen before. Oh, the fallen crown, the shattered land, where once one kingdom stood. Now brother fights his brother's hand across the fields of blood. Castles burned along the hills, villages turned to dust. The sons of one old kingdom now betrayed their father's trust. And somewhere in the smoke and ash, an old man walked alone, remembering the better days when one king held the throne. Oh, the fallen crown, the broken throne, where brothers turn to war. The banners burn, the fields run red like never seen before. Oh, the fallen crown, the shattered land, where once one kingdom stood. Now brother fights his brother's hand across the fields of blood. The war left iron in the fields and smoke upon the sky, where once the kingdom's banners flew, now only crows will cry. An old man walks the broken roads with shovel on his back, a hound dog at his weathered heels along the silent track. He stops where rusted armor sleeps beneath the shattered spears. The ground is dark with yesterday and grief from endless years. Blue coats, red coats, side by side beneath the same cold sky. The old man digs the patient earth where fallen soldiers lie. So dig, old Gravedigger, dig the earth below. Lay them down together where the wildflowers grow. For once they were brothers in a kingdom long ago. So dig, old Gravedigger, dig and lay them low. A little girl walks close behind with dust upon her face. He found her on a burning road with nowhere left to place. She gathers stones to mark the graves while the old hound guards the land. 3 quiet souls among the dead with dirt upon their hands. So dig, old Gravedigger, dig the earth below. Lay them down together where the wildflowers grow. For once they were brothers in a kingdom long ago. So dig, old Gravedigger, dig and lay them low. The road was long through broken fields where rusted banners lay. The old man walked with shovel worn at the fading end of day. A young girl followed close behind through ash and shattered stone. For she had never seen the world before the war had grown. The fires burned in distant hills where red and blue would fight. But by the quiet roadside flame they rested for the night. The old hound laid his heavy head upon the gravedigger's knee, while sparks rose softly to the stars like ghosts of memory. Oh, child, the old man gently said, this land was once a crown, one kingdom wide from shore to shore before it all fell down. Green fields beneath the golden sun and banners flying free. A land of peace and open roads the way it used to be. I saw the king when I was young, at a tourney bright and grand. The lords and knights from every hill rode proudly through the land. The people cheered from every town, the bells rang loud and long. For all the realms stood side by side where every heart belonged. The girl just watched the firelight dance across the quiet plain. For all her life the world had been but battlefields and pain. The red and blue would clash by day and leave their dead behind, and she had known no other world since first she drew her breath in time. Perhaps, he said, while stars grew bright and night grew deep and still, you'll live to see the banners rise above these broken hills. For wars are storms that tear the sky, but storms must pass away, and kingdoms built of common hearts may rise again someday. The old king ruled with steady hand and justice in his name. No hungry child in all the realm, no lord above the law or blame. The roads were safe from shore to shore, the harvest filled the land, and every village knew his word was guided by a caring hand. So the old man spoke of greener days and crowns that once were worn, while the young girl listened by the fire in a land by battle torn. And somewhere past the smoke and ash, beyond the endless war, a dream of one united crown still waited evermore. The hound slept softly by the flame, the old man closed his eyes, while distant thunder rolled again where red and blue would rise. Across the fields of broken steel, where banners once had flown, an old man walked the silent road toward two warring thrones. The kingdom burned from hill to shore, from castle wall to grave, but he remembered brighter days when one old king once gave. I saw your father long ago when I was but a boy, a crown of gold, a laughing field, a land the world envied with joy. You were brothers of one blood before the crown was torn, and now the ground I dig each day is filled with those you've sworn. But pride is louder than the past, and neither prince would bend. Two swords were drawn beneath the sky where countless wars had been. So three men stood upon the field where ashes filled the air. Two princes young with burning steel, one old man standing there. For the crown, for the throne, for the kingdom beneath the sun, till the battle there was won. The first blade fell like lightning's cry, but the old man turned it wide. The second prince came roaring in with fury in his stride. Steel rang out against the wind across the shattered land, until the old man struck them down with one last desperate stand. The princes fell upon the ground where so many more had lain, and in their fall the war itself was buried in their pain. But blood ran dark upon the field from wounds the old man bore, and slowly to the quiet earth he sank beside the war. Now silence walks the battlefield where once the armies came. Two princes lie beside the dust, and none remain to claim the crown, the throne, the war at last undone. The kingdom's grief beneath the sun now sleeps with everyone. The young girl dug beneath the hill where wildflowers now grow, the old hound lying by the stone as evening shadows flow. She laid him down where kings might rest among the fields he gave, and when the earth was placed above, his was the final grave.